Rita wrote in today, I want to know how people do it. How do they do this caregiving thing without losing their mind in the process? My mom is in her 90s, and we kids are trying to take care of her needs while she lives independently. There are three of us, and we get along well. Good. We split the tasks that need to be done evenly, or as best we can. We are all employed and have families. While near retirement, we are all still working the close of our careers. I have every third day to check on Mom, run her errands, and do whatever chores she needs. With my demanding job, my spouse, my house, and life in general, I feel like I'm losing my mind. How do people balance it all without dropping the ball or becoming a miserable person to everyone around them? Well, that's a really good question because it is difficult for all of us. And the interesting thing is, we all muddle our way through it and we get through it. So there must be a way. Let's talk about what you can do. First of all, the pros for doing this before I start with the list. You will determine your capacity. You will figure out what your tolerances are. You'll learn a lot about your past and a lot of family history along the way. There will be pluses, and you're not going to regret it. But let's go through a list of things you can do to make it more palatable. Let's start with your spouse. You've got a spouse, that means there's two of you to get everything done. This is time to negotiate so that it all gets done, but you lean a little bit heavier on your spouse during this time period. You know, your spouse has parents too. There'll be give and take here. What gives, gets. Make a list of every task that needs to be done every day and cross it off, because crossing it off is the best part. But the reason you're going to make a list is because during periods like this, it's easy to forget things, and they can be important things. Reach out to your siblings regularly, not only just to complain about how hard it is, but you will get tips from them as to how they're managing it. This is a time also where you indulge yourself. Whatever it takes to make you feel good is what you need to do. It could be a hot bath. It could be chocolate and wine at 5 o'clock. It could be date night out. It could be movie night. It could be any assorted thing that makes you feel comforted. If you're in your 60s, like I suspect you are, you have adult children likely. Lean on them for a few tasks. Get a little reprieve. Think about paying for a few services that you don't normally pay for during this time period. Do a little research on what's available for resources for the elderly in your community, such as things like Meals on Wheels. Drop non-essential tasks to less frequent tasks. For instance, vacuum half as frequently, dust less frequently. I don't like dusting. Now is a time for online shopping if you're not already doing it. It does speed things up tremendously. During this time period, you are going to laugh a lot. You're going to have sadness. You're going to be frustrated. You're going to experience joy. But you are not going to regret this time. I have never encountered anyone that wishes they hadn't cared for their parent after it's all said and done. So you can get through it. Won't be pretty, won't be perfect, but you can do it. And I wish you well in the process.